Imagine knowing the exact day you will die and walking toward it willingly. Imagine writing letters so powerful that the Church treasures them almost 2,000 years later. This is the story of the man who called himself the God-bearer, Saint Ignatius of Antioch. Born around the year 35 AD, Ignatius lived in the very time of the Apostles. Ancient tradition tells us he was a disciple of St. John the Apostle, learning the gospel not from books, but from the very eyewitnesses of Christ. Antioch, where believers were first called Christians, became his home, and eventually his mission field. Around the year 70 AD, Ignatius became the third bishop of Antioch, following St. Peter and Euodius. Antioch was a vast, bustling multicultural city, one of the largest centers of Christianity. Ignatius led during a dangerous time. Persecution was growing. Heresies were spreading. But he preached unity, obedience, charity, and the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. His leadership strengthened the early church, preparing it for the storms ahead. During the reign of Emperor Trajan, Christians were ordered to sacrifice to pagan gods. Ignatius refused. He boldly declared Christ as God. For this, he was arrested and condemned, not to a quick execution, but to be taken all the way to Rome to die in the arena. Under heavy guard, Ignatius was marched across Asia Minor. But what seemed a death march became a pilgrimage of faith. As he traveled, Christian communities came out to greet him, weeping for their beloved bishop. Ignatius wrote 7 letters, each one a treasure of early Christian theology. He taught, the Eucharist is truly the body and blood of Christ. The bishop is a source of unity. Christians must remain faithful even in suffering. Jesus is both fully human and fully divine. And he spoke openly about his coming martyrdom. I am God's wheat, and I must be ground by the teeth of wild beasts, so that I may become the pure bread of Christ. These words echo through the centuries, fearless, humble, full of love. In the year 107 AD, Ignatius reached Rome. The arena was ready. The crowd roared, but Ignatius walked calmly to his death. To him, martyrdom was not defeat. It was the final witness of his love for Christ. Thrown to the wild beasts, he surrendered his life with unshakable courage. Only fragments of his bones were found by the faithful. Saint Ignatius of Antioch stands as a giant of the early church, a bishop shaped by the apostles, a martyr shaped by Christ, a teacher whose writings still guide us today. He reminds us that faith is not just believed, it is lived. And sometimes it is given as the ultimate gift. Saint Ignatius of Antioch, pray for us.